Hello, so I decided to do a follow-up video to the PTR-91 video. Shortly after shooting that, I actually started having some issues with the PTR-91. I have the GI version. Failure to extract, and I noticed that the front of the lower receiver, this part here, was not being held securely into the, I guess, the main receiver of the gun. So what holds that in is this ledge right here. This shelf sits on a corresponding part on the upper receiver, and then this is just held in by the rear tang. So this shelf right here is welded on this side and on this side, and you can see this is broke. So this will come right out, and you can see there's supposed to be a weld there. It's not exactly great. And you can see on this piece where that was supposed to be spot welded, it's not, didn't penetrate very well. So that is an issue. I sent an email to PTR Industries on, I believe, Friday, so it would have been about 4 days ago, and I have not received a response from them yet. I tried calling them, but they're having an issue with their phone system, it sounds like, and it said to leave a voicemail message. Well, their voicemail box is full, so maybe I'm not the only one having issues here. But luckily enough, I had a spare Navy lower sitting around that I wasn't using. Doesn't look as great on the gun, but at least I've still got a functional gun at this point. So yeah, I took my trigger pack out of here and slapped it in this one. I'm not a huge fan of these Navy lowers, but it is what it is. At least it's a functional gun. I will probably make an update about my my customer service experience with PTR. So far not great, but yeah, hopefully I can get this sorted out and have my steel receiver. Also picked up some of these CETME mags, Spanish CETME C mags from Apex. These were about $5 a piece. This is one of the rougher ones. The roughest one is probably this one. You can see there's some surface rust covering the whole thing. I think a soak in vinegar will get rid of all that once I get rid of the cosmoline that's on it. I also picked up some of their normal G3 mags, aluminum. And some of these are just amazing looking. Like, this doesn't look like it's ever been inserted into a gun. These are fantastic. And you can see the date code on this one, 1264. So this is an old magazine, and it's like perfect. I've never seen magazines that look this good. Not all of them look that good, but I had about, out of 15 that I ordered, there were about 3 of them that looked like just perfect, like this one, with cool date codes like 1964, 1963, 1965. It seems like the coating that they put on them back then just held up better, because all the ones that look really bad have like a 1990 or 80 date code. So Just really liking these older G3 mags that I got. Just thought I'd throw that in. So I just want to go through some of the mags that I got from Apex. Just show you an example. This is one of the one that was sold as rusted or dented for CETME Model C mags. I spent some time cleaning this up with steel wool, double-aught steel wool, and some Ed's Red. This one turned out pretty good. You can see there's a dent in the front here, but the rust is all cleaned up, and it's got a pretty cool orange paint on the bottom. This one was sold as good condition, and I would say that it is. There's a little bit of scratches here. There's a tiny dent there, but this looks good to me. Didn't have to do a lot to get this one working. I'm just showing off some of the G3 mags. This one is a 1963, 1263, and this one's in pretty good shape. It's been used a little bit, but it's pretty nice. Here I've got, this is 1264, and this one is basically perfect. This is one of the worst looking older ones. So you can see some of these, this one's a 1964, and you can see it's kind of got this gloss enamel finish. And this one is also 1964. You can see that's kind of a matte, almost Parkerized finish. I'm not sure if it is Parkerized, but that's kind of what it looks like to me. So there's some differences there, some variety. And this one has a particularly nice date code. Look at that, 169. Nice. And of the G3 mags that I picked up, these are probably the most beat up looking. And then this one. Which, I mean, isn't bad. I mean, that's a little much, but overall, I like to paint my mags anyways, so I usually clean them up and paint them if they're in rougher shape. Here's one example. This is 567. Got plank there. This one is 573. Just the old ball bag paint job. And this one's 784. Kind of a arid camouflage there. I didn't put clear coat on this one just because I kind of like it to get a little bit of that battle worn look, beat up. And if you're wondering how I store these, I keep them in this 30 cal ammo can. I keep them loaded with bolt side down. Keeps the pressure off the spring a little bit so it doesn't sag, but you don't really have to worry too much about these springs taking a set. I do keep a little bit of mineral oil on the rubber gasket here to keep it airtight, watertight. And there's some silica gel packets, like the ones you get out of the shoes in the bottom. So just an update on the PTR status. They emailed me back, so it was actually Saturday that I emailed them, after I didn't get a response from their web form. So I emailed them Saturday, and they emailed me back Wednesday asking for information to complete a work order so they can ship the part to me. Today is Thursday. I haven't heard anything back after that. I'll see what happens. I don't know if they're going to need more information or if they're just going to send the lower since it's not a serialized part. Yeah, so hopefully it gets resolved quick, and I just wanted to add this in so that I wasn't leaving any information out. Hopefully I'll have another lower soon.